A group representing driving examiners says the province's new driver's exam system has led to chaos and delays. On March 1st, the province took over driver examinations from contractors. Initially, the province planned to hire 161 examiners compared to the 153 private contractors previously doing the job. But many declined to take that provincial job. So for now, examiner numbers are down. Hours are too. Those wanting to take tests are facing long waits for appointments. Danielle Smith from Global News Radio 770 CHQR joins us now to continue this conversation. Is this a big oops, Danielle?
It is a huge oops. I had Pete Llewellyn, who was the representative and spokesperson for the certified driver examiner trainers, on a couple of times before, and he warned that this was going to happen. This was always sold to the public, I think, on false pretenses. They always said, oh, well, we've got so many complaints coming in about the driver examiners, and it's so much more expensive to get a driver test here than in other jurisdictions, which wasn't entirely true. In other jurisdictions, they had a number of different fees that actually added up to being more expensive, so they only looked at one part of it. And they also forgot another big part of it, is that in other jurisdictions, when you put something under government control and you're rationing it, you end up with, guess what, waiting lists. And so this is what we're having right now. The examiners are only available, as you would expect with government employees, 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. Most people want to be able to get the exam at a convenient time. That was what was offered under the private sector. That's not what's being offered right now. And as a result, you've got some truly bizarre problems. Up to 3-week wait for a Class 5 driver test. For ambulances and taxis, no one available to do the test at all. Even people having to fly up to Fort McMurray just to find an examiner to test them so that they could get to work. So they've made a huge bungle of this. And so we're going to talk with Pete Llewellyn today to see, now that they've made this mess, they're 1 month in, is there a way to fix it?
Well, I mean, we just changed the whole system. Is the right thing to go back to a 2-tiered right now, or you just need to hire more people and smooth things out first?
I don't know that it can be smoothed out. Whenever you've got government putting restrictions in place and not being available at the times that people need it, especially as we're getting into the summer driving season, there's a lot of young people who are going to want their exams done so that they can get driving over the summer. There's just a real problem. Somebody who is a small business owner is prepared to work the extra hours, is prepared to work on weekends, is prepared to do extra tests because they get compensated for it. If you're going to be on salary and get paid the same amount, whether you just phone it in or whether you're working twice as hard, you're just going to phone it in. And so the problem is the system itself. They didn't think it through. If they had problems with complaints, and the complaints seem to be along the lines of really tough driver examiners who are failing people unreasonably and forcing them to take the test a second time, put one of the dash cams in the car, and then you'd be able to identify those drivers, those driver trainers who are making those kinds of errors, and then you can have a government enforcement come down and discipline them or remove them. But to have taken it over without any plan for how to meet the demand, especially as we're getting into this busy season, that was just irresponsible, and I think it's not too late to turn back.
Yeah, much more on Danielle's show today, starting at 9:30 on 770 CHQR. Thanks, Danielle.
Thank you.